Okay, comments. Simply you know that in C language also we have comments. So comments are the statements which are ignored by the compiler or interpreter. So those statements which we write as comments, they will not execute by the language compiler or interpreter, whatever it is. Okay, simply I am saying comments are the things which are not executed. Comments are the things which are not executed by the any compiler or interpreter. So we generally create comments to let developers understand our code's logic. So why we use comments means to make understand to others. మనం కోడ్ లాజిక్ ఏదైతే రాస్తామో వాట్ ఎవర్ ద code logic we have written, to make other developers to understand, we write comments. The quality of a good programmer is to make understand the logic to others. So a good programmer quality is to write a perfect comments for his code. This is a necessary practice and good developers make heavy use of comment system. So as I said, if you want to become a good developer or a quality developer, you have to use comments regularly. Okay, and mostly heavily. Without it, things can get confusing. So without these comments, things get confusing. They don't know, they don't understand why you have used that logic there. So to make that understood to others, you are going to use comments in any programming language. So in Python we have mainly two types of comments as we have in C language also. So that is single line comment and multi-line comment. So you know that single line comment means you can write only single line as a comment. Multi-line comment means you use multiple lines to represent your comments. Okay, so in official way in Python we use only single line comments. We don't use any multiple line comments in Python. If you write multiple line comment means you are not a good programmer according to me. So why? Because Python allows officially only single line comment. In an official way, you can use multi-line comments also. This is your interview question. What is official way of comment in Python? You have to say the official way of comment in Python is only single line comment. A multi-line comment is an unofficial way of commenting the things. Okay, so coming to the example of single line comment. For single line comment we use a hash symbol. Whatever you want to write in comments, whatever you don't want to execute by the compiler and interpreter, and you have written that for only understanding the logic to make understanding the logic to others, so that will be written in hash. Okay, whatever you write with hash symbol, so that will be not executed by the compiler and it will be only for your understanding. So you can see this example. Everyone open Python shell and try this one. Whenever you try to make it happen, like a equal to 10, I have declared a variable. So how variable works we have discussed yesterday. And hash symbol is a single line comment which will not support which will not make executing this statement. So a equal to a plus 1, actually a plus 1 means 11 has to come, but I have put hash here. So if I do print a, it will give only 10 output. So we will see in the Python shell. I'll show output here. This line get commented out and not executed. So whatever I have written with the hash symbol, that will be not executed. Clearly it will not execute. So I will open here. Okay, I'll type here a equal to 10 and hash a equal to a plus 1, and I have asked to print a. Okay, it printed only 10. Actually the value of a plus 1 is 11, but it prints only 10. Why? Because I have written a plus 1 with hash symbol. So means it is single line comment. What is mean by single line comment? Whatever the content with the single line, it will be not executed. It will be only for understanding purpose, but it will not execute anything by the compiler and interpreter of the Python. Okay, you have to remember this for single line comment. So next, official way of using multi-line comments. So if you want to do multi-line comments officially, what you have to do, you have to add a symbol to each line of the code. So how many lines you have? Multiple lines. Suppose I have 3 lines of code to make it as a comment. Then I have to give a symbol to all these 3 lines, multiple lines. This is official way. In unofficial way, you can use other thing. You can use triple quotes. Okay, write your comment and triple single quotes you have to put. This will become the multi-line comment, but it is unofficial. Okay, we will discuss about that. Okay, so in Python it allows officially only as symbol for single line and multi-line. If you want to make multi-line, means for every line, every single line you have to put as symbol, hash symbol. Okay, next, but most Python projects follow this style, and Python's PEEP 8 style guide also favors repeated single line comments. So what is this PEEP? We will discuss here. So PEEP style guide also favors repeated single line comments, we are saying. So what is this PEEP style 8? We will discuss here. So this is very important slide which I am going to show here now. Next, PEEP stands for Python Enhancement Proposal. So whatever we are writing PEEP, right? So that PEEP stands for Python Enhancement Proposal. Okay, it is Python style guide and it is officially called PEEP 8. Okay, in simple words, it is a set of rules for how to format your Python code to maximize the readability. So it supports the readability of a person. So it given certain rules, some rules and regulations for reading code, maximize the reading code. So the link I have given here, you can go and see that rules here. Whatever the rules for developer to write a good code. Okay, make it understand to everyone. Readability will be given by the PEEP 8 rules. Okay, so PEEP means Ama.
Some people are still waiting, so they're asking to admit.
They should come on time, right? So here PEEP is supports the maximize its readability for developer. So in PEEP we have some rules to guide developer to maximize its readability. Code readability is very important in any programming language. By this code readability, anyone can, any developer, any new developer can understand code easily. For that we have certain rules. That rules are formed in PEEP 8 version. Okay, what is mean by PEEP? Python Enhancement Proposal. Very important question for your technical interview. Okay, next, so why we need PEEP? Okay, when you develop a program in a group of programmers, it is really important to follow some standards. If all team members format the code in the same prescribed format, then it is much easier to read the code. So in simple words, what I am saying is, so if we are working on a single project with multiple programmers, so everyone must write code in a prescribed format to make understand to others. Okay, to make understand to others, everyone has to write code in same format. Okay, that format will be given by PEEP. So otherwise every programmer writes in different format, in their own format, means if we merge that code into one single project, it will be odd to see and it will be not able to understand by other programmers. Okay, so I am saying that PEEP we need while working with group of programmers. every programmer must use same prescribed format, then it is much easier to read the code. Okay, for the same purpose, pip 8 is used to ensure Python coding standards are met or not. So pip is used for that only, group of members writing the program, so are they meeting the prescribed format or not. Okay, so I said in unofficial way we can use multi-line comments. In an official way we can use multi-line comments with single quotes, triple single quotes we can use. So by that you can use in unofficial way like this you can use. So this is unofficial way of using multiple line codes. Okay, actually you know that in strings we have discussed the triple quotes are used to write multiple lines of strings, right? But here I am saying if you use triple quotes it will become multiple line comment. There I said multiple line string. So why? Because here I have not given any variable to this. Okay, remember that if I give any variable, suppose I have written like this, a equal to 3 single quotes, and I have multiple lines of statements, and I have closed here, then it will become a multi-line string. Why? Because I have given variable assigned to this. Okay, but here I have not given like that. I have just given 3 single quotes and I have written certain statements which is my multi-line comments, and I have closed this. So then it will consider as a multi-line comment. If I give any variable to that, any address to that, then it will become the multi-line string. But here I have not used any variable to assign this multi-line comments, so it will become multi-line comment. If I give any variable to that, it will become multi-line string. You have to remember this point. So that's why we are calling this is unofficial way. It will be not good. Okay, so always try to use the hash symbol, which is single line comment, for each single line in multiple line comment also. Okay, triple quotes doesn't create true comments. So why? Because I am saying unofficial. Why? Because they are regular multi-line strings, but since they are getting assigned to any variable, they will get garbage collected as soon as the code runs. So they are not assigned to any variable, so they are collected by garbage collection after running the code. Okay, so you know that what is garbage block and what is garbage collection and reference counting in last class. Since they are not ignored by the interpreter in the same way that hash comments, hash a comments is it. Okay, comment is. So if you write this one, Python will ignore this. If you write this one, Python compiler will not ignore this. It will consider that, but we have not assigned any variable to this, so it will not create memory for these lines. So they will go to garbage collection after the execution. Simple reason, we are not assigning any variable to that multiple lines of string, so they are going to be not executed, but they will be considered by interpreter and compiler, but memory is not assigned, variable is not assigned, so they are not into the part of program. They are coming to the garbage collection as soon as we run the code. Okay, so this is the difference between multi-line comments and single line comments in Python.